Throwing in.
Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they lay. Lost and drowned in a moment like this. Cast a dream past the veil that won't exist. Secret nights tucked away that come to light. Cast a stone, activate your fight or flight. A tattered shell of who you are. It's locked away, you've gone too far. Trust you can find in anyone. You can't pretend it isn't. I can't remember all the times you showed me where to surrender. Surrender all the life you owe me. Take me away to find another time when you can say this was never going to go your way. The final act is mine to what you say. Trials lost in moments where they pushed away and set up to fail. Those thoughts when you sleep that can't be real. Bringing out something that you know. Going back to a time it wasn't shown. What it becomes.
A Moment to Borrow is the brand new song from Crooked Ways. Hot new band out of the PA area. We thank you guys for letting us share it. Take the guys down and welcome you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Wednesday night edition of the Yo Show, U 2.0, as we call it on Wednesday nights. Jeff the Shark Perini solo tonight. No guest co-host, which is okay. We're going to make it through tonight just fine. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you. Last night, we did the Tuesday night show with King Cherry, and we premiered their brand new song, Cuckoo. It was awesome. We thank them for that. Thank everybody for tuning in and everybody that came to the comment section. Last week on Wednesday night's show, we welcomed Amy Gould of Eden on Fire, so I thank her for that. And tonight, another great show, a sensational guest. Kinsey King in the house. Yo, what is up, brother? Thank you for tuning in. Tonight, this young lady, I got the pleasure of doing a podcast with her about a month ago, maybe a little bit more than that, with my good friend Ray over at Happy Hour Pod. And I just thought she was so great. And I'm like, Ray, how do I contact this young lady, get her on our program? Gave me the information, great team at the Rub PR, we thank you. And they said, sure, we'll do it. And of course, I'm going to be well behaved tonight. There's going to be no bat videos. If Dan might have remembered, she gave a little chuckle in the background. Yeah, none of that. We don't do that here. We have fun here. We talk about our guests. We get to learn them. We just have some laid back fun. Tonight on the program, especially at 8:30, she's backstage. Maybe a little earlier, maybe around 8:20, 8:15. Who knows? Tonight, the awesome Miss the Dan Dangler herself. Dan Dangler on the program. I can't wait. She is awesome. She's gorgeous. She's got a tremendous social media following. And when I first started to read into her, when Ray said about Happy Hour Pod, realized she had 600,000 followers on Twitch. And the reason why I'm blown away by that, it seems to be the hardest place to get anybody. But I'm not really a gamer. She's more of a gamer. I'm not. I bring this to Twitch, and some people are like, this isn't a game. Depends. Depends on how you look at it. But we have a great time. Again, this is the Yo Show. I am Jeff. Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, 8 p.m., 100% live over YouTube and Twitch, Facebook. And then we send the recordings out to multiple podcast sites. So hundreds, sometimes thousands, sometimes more than that through our program. And we appreciate that. And we appreciate the Dan Dangler joining us tonight. Trust me, you're in for an innocent evening of nice conversation. I think. But again, massive thank you to last week's guest and future more. We're coming up on 300 episodes of our Tuesday night show. July 9th is going to be the 300th. We got more guests coming in. We're piling it up. We keep busy here. We like to book it ahead. This way we're always lined up with people and we try to get dates and the best guests. And like I said, some people watch us live, some watch the recording. If you watch the recording, just drop a comment on YouTube about what you thought. If you watch it live, get in the comments section and punish me for my stutters and my bad behaviors and silly language and things I goof up, because it happens. Nobody's perfect. That's why I do it live, so you can see the imperfections truly of what I'm all about. I did want to announce a project that we do here at the Yo Show, as you know, and we got together with the guys at SRR Promotions and The Fuse. Once a month, we do a live concert where we feature 4 bands. We have this one ready for you. June 22nd is the next one. It's Key Concert Series number 5. And a great lineup: 4 red-hot local bands, the Jaspers, Fragmented, and then a doubleheader of great female singers, Arcus and Twisted. Tickets are on sale right now. keyconcertseries.ticketleap.com. Again, the 22nd at the Fuse. Tranquility Brewing is on site. They'll be bringing food and drink free to purchase. And just an awesome lineup. This is our 5th show. Hundreds of people buy tickets, get in here and network and check out new music, find new bands. Again, a lineup: the Jaspers, Fragmented, Arcus, and Twisted. June 22nd. Tickets are on sale right now. keyconcertseries.ticketleap.com. They're $15 online, $20 at the door. So we've come down a little bit on the price. Get them online. Buy them early. Save a few bucks. Why not? You are totally goofy. I know that, my good friend. I am well aware. Got a picture from our good friend Jewel Tatey. She's at the Rufus Wainwright concert tonight in the city, and she is like first row, like leaning against the stage. Good for her. Kinsey King, being goofy is what it's all about. Being a little nervous is what it's all about. The Dan Dangler, she has just such a huge following, and hopefully her people check out her appearance here and enjoy it. Hopefully. Love me, please. Please love me. Do a quick check. About 10 after 8. Take a look in on our Phillies, our red-hot Philadelphia Phillies, of course, for you sports fans out there. And they are winning 6-2 in the top of the 5th. Got the hat on. Almost couldn't find the hat. We almost had to go with the blue, but I think it's bad luck. Stick with the red. Stick with the skulls. Got a Guns N' Roses shirt on tonight. I think we're in good shape. But yeah, 6-2 Phillies, and right now the Phillies are just killing it in the National League East. 35-14, a 6-game lead over the Atlanta Braves. A lot of people say they haven't beat anybody yet. Well, we beat the world champs last night, and let's do it again tonight. Our good friends from Harkin are in the audience. Nice. Go Phils. Harkin, of course, we caught them this past Saturday at Sweeney's. Sensational performance by an awesome hard rock metal band. And an announcement coming tomorrow about Harkin. That's right. Or maybe tonight. We'll do it tomorrow. Tonight we're here for the Dan Dangler. Yo from North Lane, J.D. Wolf in the house. Thank you so much for tuning in. As always, love having our dude from Minnesota. Brent Morrell in the house. I heard Dan Dangler was going to be here tonight with big eyes bulging. Brent said he met her at TwitchCon, which has to be exciting. I'm trying to get my butt to TwitchCon this year, so people can say, I know your show. Like, I think 150 people follow you on Twitch. We do better on other spots, trust me. YouTube, Facebook, we do better there. Our Twitch game is light, and it's up to Brent to teach us our Twitch game, which he tries. We're never going to be Dan Dangler numbers, but we'll try. So, yeah, again, the Key Concert Series is coming up. Kind of a sad news real quick. Got to do sad stories too. We do all kind of entertainment here on the Yo Show. And of course, we found out today that the band Train, their one of their founding members, Charlie Collin, passed away today at the age of 58 years old. Of course, you know Train with songs like Meet Virginia and Drops of Jupiter, a terrific band. And of course, Charlie Collin passing away today at 58 years old. So our condolences and best wishes to his family, and hopefully they can handle this tough time. You can if you try. You're right. You know, there's no reason why I should not be at TwitchCon this year. There's no reason. I even think I'm off from work those days. That's why this needs to be work. That's why you need to donate and support and sponsor the Yo Show, so I can do this 24/7 and fly out to TwitchCon. Brent made his plans, I think, the day after last year's TwitchCon. He's on the ball like that. And why not? Again, the lead-in song we did, I changed up a little bit. We did Crooked Ways, and we thank them for letting us use their song. And we always like to check with the bands, make sure it's cool to use their song to lead in, make sure it's cool with them. And, Facebook doesn't like any music, but YouTube says, hey, if it's on YouTube, you use it. Okay, fine, we use it. And same with Twitch and same with all the other platforms. We don't have an issue with our good friends at Facebook. Hi, we love you here at the Yo Show. Don't want to get them angry. Don't want to get Facebook angry. But we do prefer YouTube if we can. All right, so we are. I was going to play a few videos of some bands that are going to be on the Key Concert Series coming up soon. But I'm just so excited for this moment. I figured we would do it now. And I will give the normal signal. I asked the Dan Dangler if she's ready back there. Just give me a thumbs up, and we'll bring out our. Got the thumbs up. And I'm very excited for this. Our guest tonight is just an amazing person between the brains and the beauty. And she's a gamer and got big on Twitch. And then she went on to OnlyFans. And she's just everywhere. And everywhere you go, you can get a glimpse of this wonderful person. Let's bring her out to the show tonight. One of my absolute favorites. It is the Dan Dangler. And good evening. And thank you so much for coming on.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Oh, it was my music. I thought you were playing music. My Spotify went off. I was like, what the heck is that? Hi, how's it going?
It's going great. I thank you so much for coming on. And again, I circle back to Happy Hour Podcast, where Ray had a lot of the clients on from the Rub PR. And when you came on and he said, I got Dan Dangler coming on, I'm like, I got to be a guest co-host. I got to. And he's like, yeah, man, just be here. Here's the date. And I just started doing even more homework about you. And to find out the social media followings is incredible. And kind of where you started, I guess. You started as a gamer. You started on Twitch. Started getting tons of fans and decided, let's move it over to OnlyFans where you're like the top 1%. Describe that beginning and how hard it was to get followers. And once you got them, how you took that path.
Well, I've honestly been kind of lucky with how things have played out for me. I just feel like I've been at the right place at the right time. I've always felt like I've been so unlucky my whole life. So like the fact that my Spotify keeps going off. I'm sorry. Let me exit out of this. Okay.
It's got a little background music.
Yeah, it's loud. It's like bumping. That's why I was like, oh, he's jamming. No, but it was me. Sorry. But yeah, I think I've been lucky. I think I've just been getting on I got on at the right time, and then putting in a lot of hard work. Like I used to spend like 10 hours a day streaming every single day, just busting my ass. You kind of get a small handful of viewers handed to you as a female on Twitch. It's just how it is with a male-dominated platform. They want to see girls. So you usually do get a handful of followers regardless, but then it just comes down to working hard after that. And so I just busted my booty and then, and then I just kept it going and just whatever the next thing was, I had to, work hard at it. That's
It's pretty awesome, and it seems like you definitely do put the hard work in, which is amazing. And that's, and like you said, attractive female health. Nobody wants to see this mug on Twitch. They'd much rather see yours on Twitch.
But here's the thing. You have the ability to be more famous than I do on Twitch. It's really weird. If you look at the top 100 streamers on Twitch, you might find like maybe 3 females in there.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's very bad. Like, so, yeah. I don't know. I feel like girls have the ability to be like medium followers, and then males, it's like hard or a lot.
I got to tell you, it always seems like we get a little bit of the short end of the stick. Because, like, I'll share, when I have somebody like you coming on, and I'll share to the Facebook, Twitch pages just to advertise it. And a lot of dudes are like, there you go, trying to sell us sex, trying to sex your show and show us hot girls to get people to watch. I always felt like, not trying to point anybody out, but I figure beautiful women for dudes sell just about anything.
Yeah. No, that's what men like. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. I mean, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever way you want to look at it. That's just the way it works, you know?
Fortunate for well-built, blonde-haired, beautiful women. Not as fortunate for grizzly beard guys. Yeah, so
So,
very good. But I also heard now you're a little bit of the bad girl of Twitch, and we talked about that a little bit
oh
on Happy
yeah.
Hour Pod, but not a lot of bands. We've had some bands. Like what kind of content, if you can, are you putting out there that they feel the need to take down, or is it like confrontation with other streamers? How does that go?
No, so it's usually I end up breaking the rules somehow. The rules change all the time. So, like for instance, we were allowed to twerk all of a sudden for the first time in ever. And so I was twerking for weeks, and then all of a sudden one day I got banned, and they were like, "Oh, well, we don't really like it anymore." So it's kind of just, you gotta. The safer you play on there, the better off you'll be. But I do like to push it because that's how you get more viewers if you push.
Sure, I should try. Well, I'm not twerking, and I'm trying to get more, not less. You don't want to see me twerk. You barely want to hear me talk. You don't want to see me twerk. Um, Thank you. You're wonderful, and you were great. Like I said again on Happy Hour Pod, and when we had you on, like his show is a little more of the cutting edge, if you will, and he decided to do a YouTube version and a Roku version, and then he showed us these horrible videos of, dare I say, bat penetration. And I actually, for the first time, actually seen an adult star kind of blush a little bit, if you will. But are there things that, and anything in life, be it filming or streaming, are there things that just absolutely just blow you away? Like, nah, can't do it. Got to look away, can't handle it. Besides the bad thing, which I'll never watch that episode again.
I'll say booty, like male booty stuff. I will never
Yeah.
do that. I will never touch a man's ass in my career. You can hold me to this, right hand up. I swear I will never touch a man's butthole on purpose in my career. That is my, I hand on the porn Bible.
That's the kind and on the porn Bible I can imagine is about this big.
Yeah, not very big.
Not very big. Yeah, it's like here you go.
It's a worksheet.
No, yes, right. It's a little bit of a script, if you will. But that is funny. And I'm sure there's things, and everybody thinks, they're into everything. They'll do anything. Nothing phases them. And then I seen you get totally phased that night. I'm like, okay, now I feel better because I'm like this, and then I look over and you're like this. So shame on you,
Yeah.
Ray. Damn it.
I feel like I get crazier though with like regular stuff though, like so I won't touch a man's butthole, but like the regular thing, I don't know, like giving BJs. I feel like I'm better than the average person because I've even learned through being in the, in this career position, different ways of doing things. And, so I think I'm better at doing the average stuff, but I might not be like crazy kinky, just regular kinky.
Regular kinky. Kinky
Yeah.
light.
Yeah, regular stuff,
I had like a bunch of stuff lined up, and the more you talk, the more I'm just going to start freelancing this a little bit because there's just funny things to ask and things I want to ask. Have you ever had, I mean, you're all professional, it's a professional industry, but have you ever had somebody like right after a scene, like you caught and they're like, damn, that was fantastic, like you're just badass? Anything like that?
Oh, all the time. I'm not sure if it's a me thing though, or if they're just being nice because a lot of guys do it. And a lot of guys, another thing too lately is a lot of guys are like, they've been like pulling out lately and they're like, oh, I have to stop. And then like to like regain themselves or whatever. That's been happening a lot too lately. I don't know if there's something in the air or what, but I don't know. Yeah, I've also had one collab on my OnlyFans and where a guy thanked me afterwards.
Wow.
And it just was like, oh, okay. No, and it was after his girlfriend left, like the bathroom. He thanked me, and I was, it was very
Wow.
cringy.
So I'm gonna start taking notes. Don't thank after. That's cringy.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
weird.
Gotta be a little weird, but yeah, that's bizarre. I mean, we got the audience on fire with that one. So when have you ever had anybody, or again, I'm a little green to how it works, but the adult industry, have you ever had people that you hear are just bucking to get a role when they know you're going to be there? Like men just almost like fight for these roles knowing you're going to be part of the film?
No, I'm not that cool yet. I wish I was that cool. Yeah, no. I mean, I definitely had like guys walk in, and then there's like, multiple girls, and they'll be like, oh, this is a good day, or, like stuff like that. But I've never had any like buddy really gawk over me besides that one guy that, that thanked me. That's the only guy that's ever really like gawked. Oh, I don't know. This is kind of going off topic a little bit, but there was some guy that I freaked him out a little bit too much. Like, I think his girlfriend was a fan of mine on Twitch.
Oh, okay.
And so she was like, you gotta do this collab with her, you gotta do this collab with her. So he booked me, and he just got so nervous. Like, he'd been with all sorts of stars before, but the fact that his girlfriend really liked me, it somehow like weirded out his head. So I had to pinch his nipples for 30 minutes to get him hard.
30 minutes. Oh my God. Well,
Yeah,
if you look at it this way, to put a spin on it, it's an extra 30 minutes he spends with the Dan Dangler. So, hell, that's what it takes.
but look at it from my perspective.
Yeah, true.
30 minutes nipple pinching. It was like nipple pinching goes up, goes back down, back to nipple pinching. And you're like, oh my God.
Wow.
I've never
Man.
been mad at anybody for not getting up. Like, it's very, very common in the industry where girls will get. I've never seen it, but I hear it all the time where girls will be like, "Oh, I'm not working with that person. They can't get up." Blah blah.
Wow.
But I actually said it about this guy because I'm like, he was a nice guy, but I'm like, I can't sit here and pinch a guy's nipples all day. Like, I have shit to do.
Right, I'm a little confused by that myself. But obviously, and I know you'd never disclose, but I'm sure, is there a list somewhere of these names? Because
Oh, I don't even remember his name because it was like a one-time
Wow.
booking. It was a one-time booking,
Okay, I got you.
I've never collabed with him again or anything. So,
Poor dude.
well, and they don't use their real names anyway. It's like Mr. Big Johnson, So it's like I don't remember everybody's little nicknames.
I can imagine the paycheck that Mr. Limp Willie is going to get. I don't see him making a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe
Mr.
not so much.
Mr. Shrinkage.
Yeah. It was
So
rough.
what is the difference between like an OnlyFans collab and actually shooting film for a major site like Pornhub or Brad's? I'm sure there's a massive difference, but how do you orchestrate like an OnlyFans collab? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of research that's got to get done.
Well, honestly, you'd be surprised. Like, everybody in the community, like, people are like, oh, like you like sleep with a lot of people, but it's like everybody in the community sleeps with each other, and like everybody gets tested and stuff like that. But the way I find collabs is I just like go through Twitter, and whoever, a friend of a friend, whoever's like popping, whoever's winning awards, I try to look to do collabs with those people. Just trying to keep myself relevant as well, but the difference between like an OnlyFans collab and a pro collabs are just more corporate. They're more like, you get your makeup done, you get everything done. There's a script, there's all that like
Geez.
going on for you. And then with the OnlyFans collab, it's like a lot of times you go somewhere, somebody comes to you, you guys fill out paperwork, you guys show each other your tests, you have sex, you have somebody record it, or you guys record it, preferably somebody else, and then you put it on your OnlyFans. So it's way quicker of a day, an OnlyFans shoot, than a porn shoot. But
I'm sure.
But most people would get paid more for a porn shoot than they do for an OnlyFans scene.
Sure,
So
you have to kind of rely on an audience to bite. Is
yeah.
that the only thing?
Yeah, so I could record a scene and that only take up an hour and a half of my day, but then I could go to sell it and like not that many people want it, you know? And then it's like then the long pro days kind of are worth it.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense now when it's spelled out. I get curious and I always wonder. We're going to turn the corner a little bit, change things up because this always blows me away. And not in a bad way, but because not only do you work so hard on your streaming and your shoots and your film and all that, but 2 college degrees, graduated magna cum laude. Did I say it right? Magna cum laude? I think I say it wrong.
Yeah, that's good
That
enough.
that is unbelievably impressive. What are your degrees in, if you don't mind me asking? And describe the hard work that goes into that because that right there had to be just grueling.
So I went to so I went to school for graphic design and studio art. That's what my degrees are in. My major is graphic design. And yeah, it was really hard. There was a lot of homework. It was just I feel like I kind of have some learning disabilities, not necessarily like I grew up with some and I kind of grew out of them. Like, you know, like I had issues with like reading comprehension and all that stuff.
Wow.
So it takes me a really long time to like hold in a lot of things. So I would be studying, like if I found out I had a test, I would go home that day and make cards for my, you know, like for my test. When everybody else is studying the day before, I'm studying a month before because
Wow.
that's what I had to do because I had to work. I felt like I had to work like 3 times as hard as everybody else just to be at the same level as everybody else. So I was working that hard. So I was like, I might as well try to get A's and stuff. So yeah, that's what happened.
Wow. Super impressive. Really, congratulations on it too. It's awesome and it's great to read because and I assume and I'm going to ask this as well. I assume it helps you in every facet of your business, all your collabs, all your videos, etc. I'm sure it helps you to have a little bit of a knowledge background to kind of do a little more of your own work for yourself.
Yes, and no, like it works like so I'm kind of bad. I usually hire graphic designers and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm sick of this. I don't want to do this. But I mean, it's nice. Like if I need something done, like right then and now, like I could do it if I need it done. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what's good.
That's pretty good. I'm very jealous of your microphone. I'm watching the colors go and all that. I'm a little jealous of that. I'm a microphone junkie. I don't know why. So recently, you were featured in FHM magazine and Maxim magazine, and of course you're with Pornhub and browsers and on and on and on. Are you at the point now where you're walking down the street and you're very recognizable? Like people notice you? No, not yet. Really? Wow.
No, it's so funny. Like my friends who, I mean, I feel like they're known, but like they have a lot less followers than me on social media and stuff like that. They'll post about, oh, got stopped again, you know, blah blah blah, and I'm like, it doesn't happen to me. Like I just don't. Maybe because I don't leave the house that often. I don't. Maybe I'm not cool enough. Like, I don't know.
I get it. I mean, I always wonder how I react, and sometimes you go out and you see an athlete, or you go to another city, you see an actor, and I get a little geeked about it. I tend to push the envelope a little bit. Do you have that fear though? Like somebody recognizing, they're just gonna like be all over
No,
you?
honestly, like if somebody does recognize me, usually they're pretty cool. Like it's like what I don't really like is like the people who like I don't really like the people who like try to overly compensate. Like I don't know how to say this. Like I'll say something and they'll like laugh extra hard and stuff.
Right. I get
And
you.
I'm like,
Okay.
it wasn't that funny. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I don't know, are just some people just react to please people a certain way. I don't
I
know.
got you. You even say like, I know it wasn't funny, so stop. You make the
Yeah,
fake jokes. Right. Make
that's
the
when
fake
I feel like
jokes.
I'm like, I don't get get it. Like, so, like I hung out with somebody the other day and they were like, she's so funny. She's so funny. And I was like, I'm not this funny, but okay, thanks.
I'm okay. I can get some in there, but it's not as it's not that good.
I know, like, geez.
So when you're how much is there one thing you prefer when it comes to like modeling and magazine shoots or shooting video, or do you like one more than the other?
I like shooting. Honestly, I'm just like, I want to get stuff done. So I like shooting my own content for OnlyFans. I'm kind of I just want shit to be done kind of person.
Yeah.
That's my favorite is this fast days. That's
The end. Yeah, the end of the day is the best part of the day. With all the content that you do, is there downtime? And if there is, what is it? I know you like gaming, but music, stuff like that, anything that you do just kind of relax and be a regular person?
So like relaxing kind of makes me anxious. I don't like it. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. I find like peace in working and stuff. So I work all the time, whether that's just even if it's just organizing files on my computer at nighttime while watching a movie with like my Discord. That's like I just have to do something, So
I get you. I'm kind of the same way, and I go back to this a lot, and I'll watch this again and watch myself over and over, go through notes, try to find people. So I'm kind of with you there. Like, I got to keep my mind moving. My body, I don't mind relaxing. Got to keep my mind moving at all times.
Gotta do something.
Definitely. Again, with like the OnlyFans, and I know you get requests, and I know you're big on chatting with fans. What are some of the craziest requests you might get from fans?
Okay, so I have two answers: annoying and craziest. So the most annoying is when people are like, literally, I'm not gonna say too specific, but they'll send me like a long paragraph as a custom, and they'll be like, "Can you do this upside down while wearing the lingerie from this shoot with this person while using this dildo and being in your spare room while acting like we're on Skype?" It's like those ones drive me nuts because I'm like, I need to reference something. My friend was like, "We need to get you cue cards for behind the camera."
Yeah, sure. And action. Like,
yeah, that's rough. But the weirdest requests are like, I don't know. I don't really take on weird requests. Like if it's something I'm uncomfortable with, like I just don't take it on. But for instance, like something really weird that I had to stop doing. I had like these $1,000 sewing extensions, and this guy was like, "I want you to take 5 pies, and each pie has to have a full can of whipped cream on each pie, and I want to see them all lined up, and then you have to smash one on your head, smash 2 on the side of your like face or something, or no, on my boobs. I just smashed some on my butt." I don't know why, but they wanted me covered in whipped cream, and I had to stop doing it. They requested it. I did it twice, and then I was like, I have to stop because I'll take a shower and it's still like waxy in my hair from like the whipped cream. So I was like, okay, I'm done with this.
And he didn't want you to rub it in or nothing. Just smash yourself with it and sit there?
Well, yeah, he wanted me to like rub it and like, be in the shower and just drop the paper plates that the stuff was on. It was weird. Oh, I always forget this one. I also had a hairy arm guy, and he wanted me to paint my hair on my arms with mascara to make it look like I had hairy arms.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel so much better about my life after listening to such things. No offense to these guys out there. We all got our little kink and our niche, but whew, I feel so much better about being me today. I'm less nervous now, too. I feel great. Let's keep digging in. So a lot of accolades, of course. A lot of success that you have. Pornhub Newcomer of the Month in December 2023. Favorite Newcomer of the Year 2024. AVN nominations. The cover of XBiz magazine right now for Creator of the Month. These accolades, do you take them in heart and be like, man, this is just really great? Or like, okay, man, we'll put it on the shelf and keep moving?
Yeah, it's kind of bad. I don't mean to like make anybody else who wanted any of the awards that I have to feel like I'm ungrateful, but I also want them to know that I like pressure myself a lot. So like just because even if I got Creator of the Year, it wouldn't be enough for me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like it's just I would always be like, okay, what's next? What's next? Whenever I accomplish something big, I have a problem. Whenever I accomplish something big, I literally say, what's next?
Wow.
Like right after it, I don't like to celebrate. I'm like, what's next? Let's go. Because it motivates me to do better, like even more better. So
Sure, that's, man, because I'll have a great night here, and then I'm the same way though. I'm like, all right, I can't wait for next week. But sometimes I got to bring myself back to earth. But again, with hundreds of thousands of followers on all these different platforms, it's a little harder to bring yourself down there and say, oh, I'm just going to just mail this one in. You got to kind of always be bringing it to keep their interest, correct?
yeah. Until you can ask somebody like down the street, do you know who the Dan Dangler is? And they say yes, like then I'm done.
Depends on the street you live on.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not only porn related too. Like,
Sure.
you know.
Right. And let's talk about that, because your gaming background is pretty darn awesome too. Tell us a little bit about your gaming life, what you play, and some of the achievements of that. Because like I said, Twitch is big on the gaming, so you got to bring that one way or the other.
Oh yeah, I used to be like pro gamer, and I would be in all sorts of tournaments, and as a World Series captain for Warzone, the first Warzone tournament they ever held for the World Cup of Warzone. And that was a lot of fun. I've always been a gamer my whole life, and I just really enjoyed it, but it's just not for me anymore. I feel like once you hit like gaming's really rough. It's worse than like acting, modeling, any of that stuff. It's like once you hit like 20, like 3, like 22, 23, you're like done. I mean, so I'm going to piss so many people off with that statement, but there's literally like a handful of people that are in pro gaming past that age of like 25. It's just, it's just the way it is. Your reflexes aren't as fast as when you were, younger. So I hop on now and I'm shit.
I feel the reflexes. I play mostly I'll still play like the sports games, and I strike out all the time. I can't complete a pass. I'm like, God, what the hell happened to me? And I realize, I'm a few steps behind, so to speak. Yeah. Are you like a retired gamer? Or are you still kind of are you a part-time gamer now?
I'm retired for sure. If I game, it's just for fun. I will not join any more tournaments unless somebody's paying me large. That's it. I'm good.
And again, speaking of paying you large, has any wealthy guy ever come forward and said, look, I'm doing my own production. How about you come and I'll put you up here and we'll do a film, anything of that? Like they try to kind of freelancer things instead of making it professional.
Not really. I mean, there's some guys with their own little, they have their own ManyVids page or whatever. And then they'll book me through my agent. So it seems like it's just a random guy who creates content. But in reality, he's like a guy that has many collabs with a bunch of girls in the industry. He's just not in the industry. You know what I mean? Like the nipple pinching guy, same thing. Like he has his own thing, and I didn't get the content, and I just got paid that day. You know what I mean? So
that guy will never be in the industry.
Yeah, no, he won't. I mean, maybe on a weird kink, but
yeah, a soft kink.
Yeah.
I was checking this out, and this is cool, and I need to know all about it. I know a lot of people talk about AI and the future of AI. So you're part of the Clona AI platform, and it seems like a chat site where they'll take your voice, your mannerisms, etc., and people can chat with you and a likeness of you. Tell us something about that, because it seems pretty wild. I'm still a little confused how exactly that would all work.
Well, I've never subscribed to her because it's just weird. I don't know. So I can't really tell you exactly what goes on with her, but I can tell you that she's freaky and she talks to people and she says whatever, like she'll do whatever you want. I don't touch buttholes, but she will touch your butthole. She will tell you all about it. And then in a couple months she should be able to produce like videos and customs and stuff like that in my likeness without being me.
So you haven't seen it there. Are you familiar with how the character is? Like, is it just like you, or is it?
I got the first image. Well, so I had to talk for it. So I spoke for like a long time, and then they took my words and they put it in, and then they sent me the voice back and asked if I liked it and all that stuff. And then if I liked the pictures that, that they were sending me of the AI. I had them change the AI a little bit. Didn't look like me at first, so they changed it up a little bit. But yeah, so she's a little crazy.
I like it. Was there a part of the script? Is there a part of the script where she comes out and says, "I don't touch men's butts"?
No, she'll, if you want her to say that, she'll say that. That's the cool thing about her.
That's pretty wild. So you now, do you constantly have to keep scripting, like every week, saying new things, or does it generate and just keeps going with your voice?
It just keeps going with my voice.
Wow.
I read a lot. Like I read like 30 minutes worth of. I read even more because I was dumb and I read the instructions wrong. So I read like half a book of this stuff. I don't know, but so that's how it gets your voice, and then it just makes an AI voice of you.
So it's not really a script. You more or less just have to talk, and it picks up your voice.
Yeah. And then somebody it can talk like it's me, but it's not me.
Well, how about that? Man, it's a crazy world out there. And I'm sure a lot of people will subscribe to it for the experience. And we're not going to let them in a little secret that it may not be you. As far as we know,
well, they
do
know. It's an AI. The cover's blown.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But we won't tell that true secret. Let's get to my favorite thing that you do. Dogs, pets. Here's my little one. She's a rescue, little Hannah. We found her in a farm up in New York. They said she had a hernia and people didn't want her. And we got her at 6 months old. Turns out there was no hernia, just a little growth. And I see you do so much great work.
Hernias are normal too for puppies anyway, if she did have a hernia.
Right,
anyway.
Yeah, that's what the vet had told us. And I'm like, well, she's just a little angel. She's here, knew you were coming, knew you're a fan of animals, so she wanted to hear in a little bit. You have, what, 7 rescues? Did I hear that correct?
Yes. I'm going to have 10 eventually.
10. My goodness. And where do you find them? Do you go to shelters? Do you go online? Yeah, mostly.
So I'm I need it now kind of person. So if I am like, I really want a dog, I want a dog today, like then I have to go online and wherever I can find a rescue dog at. Luckily here, and I mean, not luckily, actually, it's pretty sad. Actually, here you can get a rescue pet like that anywhere because they're just spilling out of the shelters here.
Yeah.
But like in Michigan, it was like really hard because there's not that many strays because it's cold up there. You know what I mean? And so where I'm from. And so there wasn't that many strays. So here it's easy. But before I was going on Facebook groups, like found this dog roaming through Detroit, you know, and that's kind of how I got them. Now I'll probably just keep going to this shelter called, I don't know if I'm saying this right. Seka. I don't know, but they're, I went to them last time. They have a high kill rate. So that's where that's where I want to get my dogs from next time.
Is there ever too many? Does it ever seem like a point like, wow, there's so many in your house?
There's too many if you don't format the pack correct.
Ah, okay. That makes
That's
sense.
how there's too many.
Yeah.
So like the chaos really comes with how the pack is set up. If everybody's calm and relaxed, everything is good, but so that's why I know right now when I add the next 3, they have to be like old, like either like a tiny Chihuahua puppy or like an old Chihuahua or like an old like pug, something that's submissive and just wants to do its own thing. That's what I want.
All right, that makes sense. And I hear a lot about if you have a kind of an improper pack, it could lead to fights and stuff when you're not home. A friend of mine like had a dog pretty much chew another one to death while they were out of the house because there was a pack issue.
Yeah, I don't let that happen. I whatever dogs have an issue with whatever dogs. So when I leave, t- 2 of the dogs have a place that they have to go when I leave because I know that I'm the leader of the pack and I have to correct them. So if I'm not there, they won't get corrected. And yeah, so you just have to know.
Makes sense. We have 2, and I get just that little bit of fear going to work or not being home. It's it's a little
Yeah.
tough, and especially leaving it behind. It's definitely always tough. Do you are you on the road a lot? Do you travel a lot for videos and work, or are you pretty much just in the same location most of the time?
Mainly the same location. I say that because I used to travel so much, like since I lived in Michigan. So now it feels like I don't travel, but I probably go to Vegas like once a month, once every two months, and I'm there for like a day or two for a shoot. So that's more than most people travel, but I'm not really traveling for the travel experience. It's for work. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it's
I guess
all within LA and, Vegas. It's all within that area.
gotcha. I said we run a lot of your links down below where people know where to find you, and there are some that you can donate for pet purposes, and definitely get all the content because there's a lot of it. You're out there everywhere. I enjoy it, and I love seeing even your regular posts like on Instagram. You have great sexy collabs with other women. Um, do women seem to want to collab with you more than men lately? Because it seems like you do a lot of female shoot.
I do a lot of BGG. I don't do GG really, like any really girl content unless it's like with somebody who strictly does girl content, and it's like I don't know. Like I've done, trying to think. I can't think right now, but I've done like Dainty Milder or Dainty Wilder. I've
Okay.
done a girl with her, but I don't really do it too much. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know who really wants to collab with me. I feel like I'm just so out there that I reach out to people first, that I'm always trying to schedule collabs all the time. Yeah, maybe girls here and there, but
You want to shout out a couple of your favorites?
my favorite collabs ever.
Yeah, sure.
Um, I always love Isaiah Maxwell. Um, I like Alex Mack, Angela White. I have a collab with her tomorrow.
She's
I
awesome.
I like Van Wild. I like. There's so many people. Like I'm just like thinking about my collab schedule, and yeah, I like everybody.
Yeah. You got one you're doing now with Isaiah Maxwell, correct? Kind of a
Yeah,
retro shoot.
I
Yeah.
just did one, and I redid my whole room 70s themed, and we did a little like 70s shoot. It was really cute.
That's pretty cool. I always dig the retro stuff, and I would definitely have to check it out. There's
Yeah.
a little White's name comes up there again, and that was cool. And your PR firm again, Rob, does a great job. They gave us so many things, and I tried to condense it into like a half-hour conversation. And I'm like, wow, there's just so much. So of course that means you got to come back over and over. But that really is great. Is there what's next? What can we expect next from you? And any goals or things that you're this close to that are going to pop out soon, or just keep going at it the way you're going at it?
I'm just gonna keep going and I just want to be bigger, and honestly, I just want to make the most money I can so I can open up an animal sanctuary when I want to retire. That's my whole thing. Is I don't mean to sound selfish, but I want to make as much money as possible so I can do that. And as soon as possible that I can do that, the better.
Sure, and that's
Yeah.
that's not selfish. It's always a goal. Of course, everybody wants to make money and do better things. And I always said if I hit the lottery, I'd buy a giant dog farm and have a bunch of dogs. And people are like, that's a dumb investment. Like, it's not an investment. I just want dogs to have a place to roam and be free. Hundreds of them. I would take on hundreds of them.
Yeah, that makes you happy. It's like whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, the little girl came down. The boy's upstairs. He didn't want to watch. He hates watching the show. He stays upstairs because he doesn't like being on camera, I guess. The one thing that I wanted to talk about, and I mentioned it to, again, your PR firm, and I said, look, when you come on my show, I don't try to get cutting edge. I don't try to do drama or get weird. But I noticed you do a couple podcasts, and it seems like the host likes to kind of come at you, attack you a little bit, say cringy things, and maybe try to get one on you. Does it turn you off a little bit to think that somebody's trying to personally take a dig at you just to up their fame and up their numbers?
I don't really feel like I run into it too much. I feel like I have people who will ask me things, and then I'll just say I'll be like, oh no, I know, that's okay, thanks anyway, because then I know who's trying to pick something out of me, stuff like that. So, just I really hate when you go on a podcast or something and they're like, so what's the sexiest thing you've ever done? Or just frat boy questions. Just because I'm an adult star doesn't mean that I'm some crazy nympho that doesn't have a personality,
Exactly. And definitely one of the things that drew me to having you here, and not that we're any different. Like I said, Ray does a great job at Happy Hour, but seeing your approach and reading up on you, again, this is somebody I could sit and have a conversation with. And again, not just so what's it like with this dick and this butt and this?
Yeah,
because I don't. I'm sure you've been asked that probably a billion times.
Yeah.
Not really what we do here. We're about entertainment, and we really are here for you. It's your show. We run it, but it's yours. And that 20, 30 minutes where we spent with you is all about you. And I enjoyed it. So I enjoyed the second time around that we got to do this and talk and get excited, etc. So I appreciate it. I do a great deal.
Yeah.
Your any maybe plans of your own kind of talk show, podcast, something in the future?
No, not at the moment. I couldn't even imagine fitting it in, or if I could fit it into my schedule, but I would die of tiredness or just.
I'm sure, yeah.
Just not. I'm definitely a person who needs that break to let their mental reset. So I think it would just be too much for me, but maybe one day. Hey, we never know, right?
Yeah, right. You never know. And once again, my buddy Brent Worrell's in the audience, and he's the one that met you at TwitchCon. He just said, just an amazing person, and to meet her is just great. And he's a big fan as well, and he was excited to find out you were coming here tonight. And I said a lot of people just genuinely want to know the ins and outs, and that's what we do here. We do the ins and outs in a nice, refreshing kind of way. Thank you, JD, from Minnesota. So I'm going to let you go. Before I let you go, any words of maybe advice for somebody in a streaming industry or adult film, anything that you have is kind of like your words of wisdom for people out there?
My words of wisdom would probably be, do what you want with your life. That's my words of wisdom. Do what you want with your life, because you only have one life.
That's pretty great. People try so hard to go over the top of it, but that's pretty simple. A great cashier story from Vegas that I had the pleasure to witness. Can we ask you about this cashier story from Vegas, or no?
I was sassy. I was so frustrated. So So I have a little bit of bipolar disorder, right? And I usually don't take it out on anybody. I'm usually pretty good about it. And so I was, oh my God, I had my streaming gear at TwitchCon where everybody's streaming. I put it down on this like little on top of this fridge, and I'm trying to get my money out to pay the cashier for something. And she's like, "Is that recording?" And I'm like, yeah, it's live streaming. She's like, "I don't want to be on it." And I was like, if anybody who has bipolar disorder, if you're like at a moment, you like, and somebody says something, you're like, So I was like, I got really angry, and I was like, "It's not even on you, blah, blah, blah." I
Wow.
was freaking out. And then I turned, and then, yeah.
Kind of
And
like a
then
Jekyll and Hyde. You were definitely Mr. Hyde at that moment.
I was
I'd
literally
answer.
like, "Ah, blah, blah. Oh, hi." It was one of those. Yeah. I was like, "I'm
Now
so
that really is
sorry."
funny.
Yeah. I
That
was like, "I'm
really is
so
funny.
sorry."
I'm not laughing just to laugh. That's funny.
Yeah.
But I do. I thank you enough. I thank you so much, rather, for taking the time to be with us here tonight. And you're a lot of fun. Like I said, it was second time, and I enjoyed it so much. You're beautiful, of course, talented in so many ways, and of course, intelligent and funny. God, you're so funny.
Oh, you're so sweet. Thanks.
I had to throw that back out there, that funny part. For everybody out there, it's a long scroll. Why not? You can find Dan Dangler or The Dan Dangler. Instagram is The Dan Dangler. Onlyfans.com/The Dan Dangler to get the good stuff. Ash.fans/The Dan Dangler. Reddit.com, which is Brent's favorite, Reddit. The Dan Dangler, capital DND. Twitch. Got to get there, you and $600,000, the Dan Dangler, and www.dandangler.com, pornhub.com /pornstar/Dan-Dangler. And there's more that I probably didn't even get to. So go to all these I list here, and you can find even more places to find the lovely and amazing Dan Dangler. We thank you so much for coming on. And like I said, we'll talk to the group if you're interested in doing it down the road and more stuff come up. We'd love to have you back. This is a thrill for me. I was nervous all day, really anticipating, and you were
Aw.
perfect. I'm just so happy.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. We were going to cut you out of screen. We're going to thank the Dan Dangler so much. And we got more shows, so stick around. We're going to play maybe a few music videos coming up for you. Have a great night, Dan. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. The Dan Dangler. And I got to tell you, a lot of great reading and research about what she is. Again, beautiful, smart, with the great degrees and grades. She is funny, not, oh my God, like she said, not drop that. But she's funny and very cool and very modest about it, but has the goals. To say like, oh, I want to make money, I'm not trying to be selfish. You're not. You're working. We work no matter what we work at to make money. And if it's adult film, if it's content, if it's gaming, if it's podcasting, playing music, anything of the arts that you're doing to make money, work hard at it, because that's why you're in it, to make some money and, of course, entertain a lot of the great people. That sounded like a great story, but I'm almost sad I wasn't there for it. And, the bipolar thing, it's kind of funny. I've always seen the good side of her, normally. And let's see, you've seen a couple of podcast videos where it seems like she's getting a hard way to go, and she's going to tell you, because she's also badass. The Dan Dangler. A lot of sites again at the bottom. Find Dan Dangler at Instagram. It's at The Dan Dangler. Onlyfans.com/The Dan Dangler. Ash.fans/The Dan Dangler. Reddit.com. The Dan Dangler with capital letters. Twitch, which is huge, 650,000, The Dan Dangler. And www.dandangler.com. Pornhub.com /pornstar/Dan-Dangler, also on browsers. A lot of great places to see her content, her videos, everything. Check her out, because she's pretty darn beautiful. And we thank her for being on the program tonight. We definitely thank the team over at the Rub PR. New to us, first time we ever had one of their clients on. A big thanks to my buddy Ray from the Happy Hour podcast, because he would get a lot of their clients on. He always said they always show up and they always come in. They always do great work, and they're always real genuine and just excellent guests. So in my mind, I said, okay, how about do you mind if I give him a try? Because Ray had taken a step back from the podcast. I said, do you mind if I, now Henry comes down after the Dan Dangler. But I said, how about, I reached out to him. He said, go ahead, reach out and see what's up. And she said, we like our guests to be respected. There's certain things we don't discuss. Perfect. Perfectly fine. This is the home for it. When I first started 7 years ago and almost 300 episodes ago, like, I'm going to say the hard-nosed stuff. I'm going to be like a Howard Stern type, and I'm going to be wild and crazy. No, I'm going to be me. This is the guy, the genuine guy here. I don't really know why the dog is running around crazy. Luckily, he did it after the chat. See, he got like a mini bath. Did you get a mini bath? And he's mad now. All right, let's play some music. And the reason why I want to play some music, I want to celebrate some of the great artists that are coming up or have already played the Key Concert Series. As you know, the Key Concert Series is one of the great things we do here locally, the Yo Show and SRR Promotions, to get young bands on stage and original bands. They'll not be young bands, but original bands, local bands, up-and-coming bands. Get them out there on stage, get a crowd to come in. Not really a bar scene, a little bit different, kind of a stage in a little studio room that holds 300, 400 people. So it's more like a show. It's not just like a bar spot. It's a show. And it's very cool. And we got our next one coming up on June the 22nd. It's our 5th installment, the Key Concert Series number 5, June 22nd. The lineup is 4 great bands again, the Jaspers, Fragmented, and 2 powerhouse female lead singers, Arcus and Twisted. Twisted actually making their 2nd appearance at the Key Concert Series. Arcus, a new one as well. We just got done seeing Twisted over this past weekend, and we'll speak of them because right now I'm going to play their song, their latest hit, the song called Bitter. And it's a super talented band. And again, they will be at the Key Concert Series on June 22nd. It's a lyrical video, so you're not going to see too much of their awesome work, but you will hear an awesome song. Bitter is the song. Twisted is the band. We're going to play it here live on the Yo Show. It's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds. We'll be back shortly. Enjoy Bitter by Twisted.
Can't help but wonder if you try. I know I'm good at hiding. I'm fighting things inside my mind. Different thoughts colliding. Why do connections die? Then it all came crashing down. Like dreams where I can cry. What's wrong with my mind? Broken
All right, coming to the Key Concert Series, June 22nd. The awesome band Kayla, Sarah, and Logan, otherwise known as Twist It. 2 words, Twist It. Make sure I got it right for you. And a great thing that we do here with local artists, original artists, younger bands, up-and-coming bands, etc. It is the Key Concert Series. Dan Dangler is out here tonight. She was absolutely great. I think everybody that tuned in maybe for the first time to our show to see her. And we do this every Tuesday and Wednesday night. We have great guests on. We have a lot of music, a lot of great musicians come on and talk, actresses and authors and people of all sorts. Just people doing great things. It's an entertainment program. We don't get political. We don't do religious stuff. We don't do drama. We tell some stories. We chat, we have some fun, and we have great guests. Like I said, we're coming up on 300 episodes of the Tuesday night version, July 9th. It's going to be 300 episodes. Thank you, JD. And in the house, Kenny McClellan said it's a solid jam. It's a great jam and a great band, dude. And just another one of the great local artists coming out of the Pennsylvania area. They are just sensational. Check it out again. Twist It. 2 words. Twisted. Again, it's Sarah on drums, Kayla on vocals, Logan plays guitar. Terrific band, and that's why we're doing it. We like to have music on here, and like I said, Facebook sometimes says this country, that country doesn't support it. YouTube says, hey, if it's on YouTube, you can put it on your YouTube. So let's keep it that way. We have a few little topics to discuss. Nothing crazy. Kind of simple. I think I'm going to mention this briefly a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to mention it again because I've been hearing a lot about this Ozempic weight loss and a thing known as Ozempic breast. Kind of a side effect, and then a lot of women are kind of getting down about it because it's such rapid weight loss that it tends to have a flesh issue where it kind of makes you sag, or if you will. I don't know. I heard a lot of bad things about this Ozempic. I know it's doing great things for people, losing a lot of weight, but it's a lot of side effect stuff. And of course, we worry about that. So it's something that kind of got my curiosity. And this, of course, gets my curiosity with women being insecure. Let's face it, all of us have a little bit of an insecurity as it is. The last thing you need certainly is for people to be picking on your breast size if you're doing your thing and losing weight, because it's a battle. Losing weight is definitely a battle and a struggle. I stink at it. I keep gaining weight. And I just want everybody to know that do your thing, and there's always the firmness and the tightening and stuff at the gym. But lose the weight first and feel good about yourself. Feel good about the accomplishment first. Worry about the rest second. Because, you read things that get called a depression in some of them. And, last thing we need is for more body complex, especially when you're working hard to get your body into a better shape. Our good friend from Freedom King Films is watching the Phillies dominate the Rangers right now. It's a beautiful thing. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Phillies 10. And the defending world champion Rangers 4. Now is I've been reading the last couple of days that Phillies aren't the best. They're not beating anybody. Well, you're taking the defending champs kind of to task. Needless to say, JT, 2 for 4 tonight, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Alec Boehm, another hit and a couple more RBIs. Alec has been tremendous so far this season. A little bit from the bottom of the lineup, Brad Marsh with a couple of hits. Sosa, 3 RBIs. Taiwan Walker started, managed to go 4 2/3 innings, 3 runs allowed. Still not really there yet. Walked a lot of batters too, from what I'm reading here. They've turned it over to the bullpen. Soto did let up a run, but bottom of the 7th inning is 10-4. Your first place Phillies. This is what I'm going to do right after this: is watch the Rangers and the Panthers. And Kenny, I'm so with you. Go Panthers, indeed. I've got that list. I think I've talked about the list before of the teams that I absolutely loathe in every sport, being a Philadelphia fan. And of course, it's the Dallas Cowboys. That's easy. The New York Mets. More than the Braves, the Mets. Basketball is really the Celtics. Hockey is the Rangers and the Penguins. There's like a tie for first. really despise both of those teams. In case you're watching us and not watching the game at the moment, it is 1-0 Florida Panthers at the end of the first period. Good stuff right there. We'd like to see that. We certainly do. Kachuk with his 5th goal of the playoffs from Forsling with the assist. 1-0 Florida after 1 period. And there's NBA. So let's get to the NBA scores too. Why not? We're doing scores here. This is the sports segment of the show. And second quarter, Minnesota Timberwolves with a 37-32 lead over Dallas Mavericks. The Timberwolves, of course, knocked off the defending champion Denver Nuggets, and they've got a tough-looking squad. Of course, they take on one of the best players in the world, Luka Doncic, and the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams fighting for a shot at the NBA title. Of course, tomorrow night, we get to the East. Boston leading 1-0 after a wild finish last night. That was a heck of a game last night. Celtics-Pacers was a great one if you were lucky enough to catch it. So right now our final 4 goes down to the Celtics, Pacers, Timberwolves, and Magic. 3 of the 4 of them I would have never expected in a billion years. When's football start? Is there any football news? Anything I can report? No. I get so excited for football. They did talk to Mahomes, and I don't want to read this on the fly. They asked Patrick Mahomes about the Harrison Butker thing and the Rashee Rice thing, and it's got to be tough. He's a winner. He's been winning big time with that team and winning Super Bowls, and now this offseason stuff puts a little bit of a dent in what they've been doing so far. Loathe all the New York teams. I'm with you. Mets, Yankees, Rangers, Islanders, Knicks. What am I missing here? I lost a sports somewhere, didn't I? Oh, football. Giants, Jets. Although I'm an Aaron Rodgers guy, keep the Jets too. Get all these New York teams out of here. And Pittsburgh, while we're at Steelers and Penguins and Pirates. Get them all out of here. Get every team out of here. It's not a Philly team. I wear my hat faithfully, religiously, despite when I go see bands and sweat profusely with this hat on. I still keep it. Another song. Let's play another song. Again, Key Concert Series, June 22nd. This band is on the bill. I love them. Seen them perform at one of Atlanta Brookus' Future Star shows. It is Arcus. The song is Rot. It's 2 minutes, 44 seconds. Again, another great band coming to the Key Concert Series, Arcus. Let's check out their song Rot right here on the Yo Show. And we'll be back shortly with more live stuff coming up in a few minutes. Stick around.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Too long, speaking out to grow. Gasping for another
All right, June 22nd, the Key Concert Series returns to the Fuse. Tickets on sale right now. www.ticketleap. keyconcertseries.com. I think that's myself there. Arcus with Rot. They'll be on the bill. Great band. Can't wait to see them. And a lot of great artists coming to the Key Concert Series and have already been there. We want to announce another band who has been there, who's got something awesome coming up. If you're in the area and you're free Friday night, why not swing on down to one of our favorite places? It's Sweeney's. Sweeney's Philly Special Saloon, if you will. 13639 Philmont Avenue in Philadelphia. They present the great band Bren Athan. Brand new EP out called Hoffman Road, and we're going to play a song from Hoffman Road in a moment. But come out and check out this awesome band, 21 and Over show, free admission. A 9 p.m. show as we prepare, of course, for the Memorial Day weekend. A lot of great music on tap in the next couple of days. I'm sure I'm going to be making my way to, and over the next few months. Because something big that we do here. And, of course, once again, tomorrow night, if you're local and you're watching this live or watch it recorded, come out and check out Sweeney's Philly Special Saloon. 13639 Philmont Avenue. Come see the band Bren Athan do their set. They're a great young band. Definitely worth checking out if you're near. That's this Friday night. Some good news today. I read this story the other day and didn't really know how to follow the ending of it, but I got it today. Apparently the sale or the foreclosure sale of Graceland, Elvis's home, and of course the museum, etc., has been stopped by a judge, and they're having a hard time actually getting any information or any facts on the company that's actually calling out this supposed debt that was never paid off by the estate. And now they're basically holding it over, they say, potential fake accusations. It was kind of weird. I seen Lisa Marie's daughter, who inherited, I guess, the Graceland estate, if you will, was saying the other day, like, this is ridiculous. Like, this is iconic. It's a tourist attraction for life, one of the greatest musicians of our era, and this is how it's going to go down. And she wasn't really familiar with this company and what they were looking for or calling out for either. So it's good to see today that that got shot down, and nothing will come of that. Good thing. Graceland stays up. Get yourself out to Memphis and Nashville. Get out to Tennessee. It's a great state. Tonight I did a little extra work. In case you're wondering, I keep kind of following at the beard. And why not? I got to hit everybody with this because Father's Day is coming up. So for all the wives or girlfriends or youngsters with their dad, why not treat them, if they got that awesome beard, to some great beard products from the Moist Collective. The Moist Collective Beard Care Products, www.rumoist.com. Order today, use the code YOSHOW20 and get a great gift for Father's Day for that special man. Special man with a great beard. They've got beard oil and beard butter and beard wash, all in great scents, all made from great natural ingredients right here in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. My good friend Jim Hutton. Go online, check out, they got some great merchandise and shirts. Plus great beard products. The Moist Collective. Are you moist? Find out. www.rumoist.com. Use the code YOSHOW20. 20% off your order. They ship throughout the United States. Get it ready for Father's Day. Let's play another song. We're going to play another song. We're going to kind of cut a little short here tonight, not go on as long as usual. And again, I just mentioned Bren Athan, who's going to be playing Friday night at Sweeney's. This is one of their great hits, Cold Lady. It's the first one we ever saw from them. 4 minutes long. We're going to play it here on the show. We'll be back in a few minutes. Tell you about who's coming up in the features of the show, and leave Cold Night soon. But stick around. Let's play Cold Lady by Bren Athan right here on the Yo Show. right, Friday night, Sweeney's, don't forget. Come on out. 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. start. Free admission, 21 and over. Bren Athan, Cold Lady, another alum of the Key Concert Series, and a band that we love here on the program. We did a world premiere of their song a few weeks back before the new EP came out, just like we did last night with King Cherry and Rachel Bellow and B. Jennings. We thank them a lot, too. We are probably going to... I want to, of course, welcome everybody who watched us on Twitch this evening. We thank you for that. Turns out we had a good turnout for Twitch. Thank everybody that watches on YouTube and on Facebook. And don't forget the website at www.theyoshow215.com. We're now on TikTok at The Philly Yo Show. Thank you to Jewel for getting us on TikTok. You can see some great little snippets there. We got more coming, of course, and we're going to load those up. That's about it. I'm not going to do any more topics, really. We're going to play maybe another song. This one, one more song before we go. And this one is, I'm going to pay homage to my good friend, my partner in crime here on the program, Jewel Tatey, as we approach 300 episodes. When she first said, let's attack the Philly music scene and get to know them and have them on and play their music, this is one of the very first she brought to me, and it's a song that I have loved forever. And I kind of give it a shout out to her. Shout out to Jewel Tatey. This is Molly Rhythm with Rate Meow on the Yo Show. 4.5 minutes long. We'll come back. We'll talk about who's coming up on the program. And then we'll say goodnight. Rate Meow by Molly Rhythm on the Yo Show.
In the kitchen, cleaning dishes altruistically. Drop me off a bicycle, I give it to a kid for free. Sneaking through your yard and leaving gardens. I don't drive a car, pardon me for starters, but we're partying like martyrs. Hard reading the ingredients. They be saying, look how green she is. I'm vegan and I'm showing up in Jesus fish. I know there ain't an afterlife. Flipping off the pastor's wife, that Bible spreading lies. We should burn it in a sacrifice. Here is your permission to go trying off the deep end, just as long as you admit it. You outweigh the submissive. Yes, sometimes I'm missing, but I'm just so glad to be here right now. Right now. Wolf whistling when I'm walking dogs, I'm not listening. World domination's on my mind, and a good nuclear physicist is also hard to find. Me rolling up on my bicycle, doling out, but I'm sharp as an icicle, smart as a whip, clean as a whistle, fleet as a fox. I'm faster than a pistol. Smith and Wesson, yo, I'm a spit with words. And you got too much to say, why don't you mind your own hurt? And I never stray, and still you think it's absurd that I take my vegan vitamins with Herpin IPA. And I'm out EPA. Here is your permission to go trying off the deep end, just as long as you admit it. You outweigh the submissive. Yes, sometimes I'm missing, but I'm just so glad to be here right now. Right now. Why are they crying like they're bleeding on the pavement?
Molly Rhythm with Great Meow. And I'll tell you what, it's tough for me to say. Kenny with the great emojis. And the thing is, we have not been able to locate them. I think they have disbanded, which breaks my heart because it was a very, it was that kind of ska, like No Doubt kind of sound. And when it came on the show, they had, like 7 band members. This is even back before we had video. It was all audio. So talk about trying to weave your way through 7 people all talking at the same time and laughing and partying up. It was interesting. Their music's great. And I know with 300 episodes coming up, I got to dig. I got to find Molly Rhythm. I have to. Who knows? They got a Facebook page. I keep tagging them, but they don't respond. And I've messaged them and all that stuff. And to no luck and to no avail. One more time, massive thanks to Dan Dangler, the Dan Dangler, if you will. Tremendous young lady. And I want to remind everybody, of course, again, tickets are on sale right now. Key Concert Series number 5, June 22nd. It is at the Fuge in Warminster, PA. Connected to Tranquility Brewing Company, who does the food and drink. The lineup is going to be great. 4 awesome bands. The Jaspers, Fragmented, Arcus, and the return of Twisted, who's got a lot of great things going on. A great band doing great things. A lot of these bands just come out and they're just super. Last one was just a great show, and they've all been great. My birthday one was terrific. The first one was terrific, and they've all been great. So check it out if you can. Tell your friends. Buy a ticket. If you buy it online at keyconcertseries.ticketleap.com, it's $15. If you buy it at the door, it's $20. It was higher than that. We renegotiated with Fuse, brought prices down a little bit. Get more people out to see these awesome shows. I'll be there. I MC the event. And you can meet a lot of people. Do some marketing, if you will, and do some work on collabs, as they say, and just meet some of the great people in the local music scene. The team at SRR Promotions, of course, John, Stu, and Malcolm all do a terrific job with this. The Fuse does a great job running it. The Yo Show is there representing. It's a great thing. And more I see bars and venues trying to get more original music in. And why not? The cover bands are great. But a lot of these original bands, they'll throw out some covers too, some songs you know, to make it a truly great experience for everybody. Let's go to the scoreboards again before we go home. Checking a 15 consecutive series wins for the Phils. My buddy Brian wants to know when the podcast is happening. Just a little hint, a little something. As you know, the Yo Show and Yo 2.0, and we potentially have something new in the works for our Yo Productions. A potential sports show on the way. Well, something we call the Jab. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be a little off the wall, a little bit different. Some good plans in the works, and we always try to bring you the best stuff here at the Yo Show, and of course the Yo network of shows. Everything we do here, we do with love and dedication and hard work. Because really, that's take. I was reading stories. Apparently, my wife had a Uber issue this evening. I'm dying to find out that. I'm sure I'll hear the story afterwards. Timberwolves are the 4-point lead over the Dallas Mavericks at halftime. Phillies, in case you're all wondering, final 11-4 Phillies. Another Bryce Harper home run in the 8th inning. Harper's getting hot. It's just what we need. 1 for 4 tonight, another home run up to 280. Castellanos, still at 200. How much more we need to get the Mavericks cooking? It'll happen. It'll all happen in a good time. Coming up, I promised we would do what's coming up on the show, and we'll take a look at the scroll, see who's coming up on the Tuesday night episodes of our program, starting off with Tuesday the 28th, King Sugar's last night. Tuesday the 28th, a great country singer, the lovely and talented Miss Presley Tennant, makes her return to our program. June 4th, another great country artist, the lovely Miss Kate Poitek, making her return to the program. June 11th, we welcome the rock violin sounds of Vinland. Should be a goodie. June 18th, this is a great one that Jewel got. The same PR group that runs Sucker Punch brings us Valerie Falls on the 18th of June. Should be great. And of course, we got a couple to announce that we're going to put on social media tomorrow. A couple new added to the list. Look out for the social media tomorrow on a couple announcements for some guests. July 9th, we do our 300th episode of the Tuesday Night Me and Jewel show. This is connected as well. We don't count these numbers into those, so we'd be like 400 maybe. But we do this. We usually have, sometimes we try to bring in guest co-hosts. So if you know anybody who's great, who loves to get out on a podcast and talk and be cool and chat with guests, drop us a line. We love guest co-hosts. It's a new thing we're trying to do, build more audience and bring more people to what we do. And it's not about finance. It's not about money and all that stuff. It's just about fun. It's about getting fun in big numbers. Jeff the Shark is in the house. But it's about just having fun, getting a lot of people to come and check it out. There's a lot of people in here live tonight for Dan Dangler. And why not? She's super cool, super smart, just a beautiful woman. And that went great. That is for the Tuesday Night Enthusiasts. Wednesday nights, we're going to do a few more Wednesday nights. We're probably going to slow Wednesday nights down as the summer comes. But before any of that, May 29th, which is next Wednesday, we got an awesome one, an incredible one. A super star hard rock band, Eve to Adam. We had them scheduled a while back. Kind of fell through last minute. Eve to Adam is expected on the program May the 29th. Very excited for that one. And that's it's the only Wednesday we have scheduled for a while. How about that? Thought we had more. We don't. That's okay. Because like I said, maybe take the summer off. Get back to High Stakes. We love the people at High Stakes. They got the open mics every Wednesday. We like to go up there, grab a sandwich, check out some local people singing and doing their thing. It's always a lot of fun. High Stakes in Ambler, Pennsylvania. We're getting ready to get out of here. And we're going to leave tonight with this, another song from this band. And again, you can catch them this Friday night at Sweeney's. Sweeney's Philly Special Saloon, 13639 Philmont Avenue in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Bren Athan, this Friday, 21st, free admission, 21 and over, 9 p.m. kickoff. And we're going to leave tonight with their brand new hit off their EP, Hoffman Road. It's Better Days. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to the new people that showed up. Thank you for the Twitch people. Thank you for the people that just showed up for Dan Dangler. Hey, man, watching me. Hope you had a great time. Make sure you do it more often. www.theyoshow215 is the website. Check us out on Facebook. It's The Yo Show. Instagram, it's The Yo Show 215. Twitch, it's The Yo Show. YouTube, just search. And that's search bar. The Yo Show will come up. Tune in, tell your friends, subscribe, like, follow, and let's keep it going. Some great couple months of guests lined up. Key Concert Series, of course, is lined up for a few more months as well. And we always come to you live on air. Look at that. Live on air. Guys, finger right on it. We always come live. What comes out of my mouth is what comes out of my mouth. I remember one more Dan Dangler shot there. Beautiful. Love her. Great stuff. Thank you, Dan, for coming on the program. Thank you to the people from the Rub PR for having her join us. And hopefully they did good enough that we can have more in the future here on the Yo Show. All right, let's line it up. Let's get ready to get out of here. Again, it is Better Days by Bren Athan. Whoa. I'm so excited that I played it too fast. Jeff Perini, wishing you a great Wednesday night. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm going to get off here and probably have another beer or two and relax and listen to tons of music. Good night, Yo Show family. We'll see you Tuesday with Presley Tennant. Good night.